small, serene neighborhood of Oakridge was the kind of place where everyone knew everyone. Children played in the streets, families gathered for barbecues, and neighbors exchanged pleasantries as they tended to their gardens. So, when a moving truck pulled up to the vacant house at the end of Maple Street, it didn't take long for whispers to spread. The new resident was a solitary figure named Evelyn. She moved in without fanfare, her possessions limited to a few worn boxes and some antique furniture. Her arrival stirred curiosity, especially in the heart of Amy, a writer living 2 houses down. Amy thrived on stories, and Evelyn seemed like the perfect character for one. From her office window, Amy observed Evelyn's odd habits. She took long walks late at night, spoke to no one, and often received strange packages at odd hours. During the day, she could be seen meticulously tending to a garden that seemed to bloom overnight, filled with exotic flowers Amy had never seen before. One evening, as Amy was out walking her dog, she noticed Evelyn standing in her garden, whispering to the flowers. Intrigued, Amy decided to introduce herself. As she approached, Evelyn turned abruptly, her eyes wide with surprise. "Hello, I'm Amy, your neighbor," she said, forcing a friendly smile. Evelyn hesitated before responding. "Evelyn, nice to meet you." Amy noted the way Evelyn's eyes darted around, as if searching for an escape route. "Your garden is beautiful," she remarked, trying to break the ice. "Thank you," Evelyn replied curtly, before turning back to her flowers. Undeterred, Amy continued to watch from afar. One night, she noticed a shadowy figure entering Evelyn's house. She couldn't make out the details, but something about the encounter seemed off. Her curiosity now piqued beyond return. Amy decided to investigate further. The next morning, Amy noticed the basement window of Evelyn's house slightly ajar. She waited until Evelyn left for one of her midnight walks, and then made her move. Slipping through the window, she found herself in a dimly lit basement filled with strange artifacts. Old maps, cryptic symbols, and jars filled with mysterious substances. In the corner of the room stood an old trunk. Amy hesitated, but her curiosity won out. She opened it to find a collection of old letters, photographs, and a worn journal. As she leafed through the journal, the entries revealed a story of a secret society, ancient rituals, and a quest for immortality. Suddenly, Amy heard the creak of floorboards above her. Panic set in as she realized Evelyn had returned. Quickly, she gathered a few documents and slipped back out the window, heart pounding in her chest. Back in the safety of her home, Amy pored over the documents. They told of a group called the Eternals, who believed they could cheat death through a combination of ancient alchemy and ritual sacrifice. Evelyn's ancestors had been prominent members, and it seemed Evelyn was continuing their work. Amy's mind raced. Was Evelyn dangerous? What was she planning? The next day, she decided to confront Evelyn, but when she approached the house, she found it empty. Evelyn had vanished, leaving behind only her enigmatic garden. Determined to uncover the truth, Amy delved deeper into the history of the Eternals. Her research led her to a forgotten library in the next town, where she found references to a hidden sanctuary in the woods nearby. Armed with this knowledge, she set out to find it. Deep in the forest, Amy discovered a dilapidated cabin. Inside, she found evidence of Evelyn's recent presence, fresh food, candles still burning, and the same cryptic symbols from her basement. In the corner of the room, she found a hidden trapdoor leading to an underground chamber. Descending into the darkness, Amy found herself in a ritualistic chamber filled with ancient texts and alchemical tools. Evelyn was there, standing before a stone altar. "You shouldn't have come here," she said, her voice cold and distant. "I had to know," Amy replied, her voice trembling. Evelyn sighed, her eyes filled with a strange mix of sadness and determination. "The Eternals sought to defy nature, to gain power at any cost. I'm the last of them, and I've been trying to undo their mistakes to end this curse. Amy felt a wave of sympathy. Let me help you. Evelyn shook her head. It's too late. The ritual is already in motion. Before Amy could react, a blinding light filled the chamber. When it subsided, Evelyn was gone, leaving Amy alone with the remnants of the Eternal's dark legacy. Returning to Oakridge, Amy knew she could never share the full story. The neighborhood remained blissfully unaware of the secrets buried just beneath its tranquil surface. And as the seasons changed, the flowers in Evelyn's garden continued to bloom, a silent testament to the enigmatic neighbor who had come and gone, leaving behind a mystery that would haunt Amy forever.